There is a man ruining your life. He wakes up in your bed every morning. He looks back at you in the mirror with tired eyes. He convinces you to hit the snooze button just one more time. He tells you that you'll start the business tomorrow, that you'll hit the gym next week, and that the $5 coffee doesn't matter. He is the reason your bank account is empty. He is the reason you feel invisible when you walk into a room. He is the reason you are average. This man is the poor version of you. And the uncomfortable truth, you are keeping him alive. You feed him with cheap dopamine. You comfort him with excuses. You protect him with your ego. But if you ever want to touch true wealth, not just money, but power, freedom, and autonomy, I have a very violent instruction for you. You don't need to improve him. You don't need to fix him. You need to kill him. Most people stay poor because they suffer from identity lag. You see, you are trying to build a millionaire's life while dragging around a poverty mindset. It's like trying to run high-performance software on a computer from 1995. It will crash every single time. You say you want $1 million, but the current you isn't capable of holding $1 million. If I wired 10 million into your account right now, the poor version of you would lose it in 3 years. He would buy liabilities, he would trust the wrong people, and he would stop working. Wealth is not a number in a bank account. Wealth is the character of the man who holds it. To become the king, the peasant must die. You cannot be both. You cannot keep your old friends who complain about the economy and simultaneously build an empire. You cannot keep your old habits of binge-watching Netflix and simultaneously compete with the top 1% of the world. One of them has to go. And usually, people choose to let the dream die because it's easier than killing their old self. Let's do an autopsy on the poor version of you. What actually makes him tick? It's not a lack of resources. It's a lack of resourcefulness caused by 3 specific viruses. Virus number 1, the addiction to comfort. The poor you loves safety. He thinks a 9-to-5 is safe. He thinks saving pennies is safer than investing dollars. He treats comfort like a warm blanket, not realizing it's actually a straitjacket. The rich version of you understands that comfort is a silent killer. Growth only happens in the state of entropy and chaos. If you are comfortable, you are stagnating. Virus number 2, the victim narrative. The poor you believes things happen to him. The economy is bad, the boss is mean, the system is rigged. As long as you are a victim, you are powerless. The version of you that gets rich accepts 100% responsibility for everything. If it rains, it's your fault for not bringing an umbrella. When you take total responsibility, you take total control. Virus number 3, cheap dopamine. The poor you is a consumer. He consumes content, he consumes junk food, he consumes porn, he consumes video games. He trades his time for temporary hits of pleasure. The rich you is a producer. He produces value, he produces solutions, he produces content. He delays gratification today to buy freedom tomorrow. Ask yourself right now, in the last 24 hours, did you produce more than you consumed? If the answer is no, the parasite is winning. This is the hardest part, the funeral. Killing the poor version of you means grieving. You have to say goodbye to people you love who don't fit your future. You have to say goodbye to the leisure time you used to enjoy. You have to say goodbye to the you that was the funny guy at the bar, the guy who was always available, the guy who was chill. Rich people aren't chill, they are obsessed. When you start this process, people will say, "You've changed." They'll say it like it's an insult. When they say that, you look them in the eye and say, "Thank you." Because you are murdering the person they knew. You are shedding your skin. The biological term for this is apoptosis, cellular death for the benefit of the whole organism. You must let parts of your life die so the whole can survive and thrive. If you aren't willing to walk alone for a while, you aren't ready to lead. The path to the 1% is lonely at the beginning. The poor you needs validation from the herd. The rich you only needs validation from the results. So how do you drive the stake through the heart of your old self? You don't do it with positive thinking. You do it with evidence. You need to build a stack of proof that you are a new person. Step 1. The environment wipe. The poor you lives in a messy room with a messy desktop surrounded by messy people. Clean it. Delete the apps. Block the negative friends. Unfollow the accounts that make you feel like garbage. Your environment dictates your thoughts. If your environment looks like a dorm room, you will earn like a student. Step 2. The suffering protocol. The poor you is soft. You need to introduce voluntary suffering immediately. Cold exposure, heavy lifting, fasting, waking up at 4 a.m. Why? Not because it's trendy, but because it trains your brain to override the "I don't feel like it" signal. The poor you only works when he feels like it. The rich you works regardless of how he feels. You must sever the link between your feelings and your actions. Step 3. The financial audit. Open your bank statement. Look at it. That is the scorecard of your previous decisions. Every dollar you spend on something that doesn't improve your mind, body, or business is a vote for the poor you. Stop buying status symbols to impress people you don't like. Start buying assets that buy your freedom. The poor you saves to spend. The rich you invests to build. Be warned, the poor version of you is a ghost that will haunt you. Just when you start making money, he will whisper, "You deserve a break." Just when you get momentum, he will whisper, "One day off won't hurt." Just when you fail, he will scream, "See, I told you we weren't good enough." You have to be vigilant. You have to be the gatekeeper of your own mind. Every single day is a battle between who you were and who you are becoming. There is a concept in psychology called the sunk cost fallacy. We stay in bad situations because we've already invested time in them. You have invested years into being the poor you. It feels like a waste to throw him away. Throw him away anyway. Your past does not define you. It prepares you, but only if you learn from it and then leave it behind. Listen to me closely. You have two choices right now. You can close this video, open a new tab, scroll on social media, and go back to feeding the parasite. You can go back to sleep. The poor version of you would love that. It's safe, it's easy, and it ends in regret. Or you can decide right now that he dies today. You can decide that the next decision you make, what you eat, what you read, what you do in the next hour, will be made by the future you, the wealthy you. The life you want is waiting for you, but it demands a sacrifice. It demands the old you on the altar. Grab the knife, make the cut, and never look back.